Welcome back to Subclass Search, where we're looking at all things Dungeons and Oh, frick. I just cut myself on the edge that's coming from this new Unearthed Arcana. Today we won't be looking at any subclasses. Wow, this is becoming a pattern that I don't look at subclasses in a series called Subclass Search. Today we'll be looking at the perilous picks for your players with Gothic lineages. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Before talking about those creepy characters you try and create with chilling characteristics, I'm going to have to heal up by looking at a new way to create a character. You've went through all the races, you don't want to be a horrible human, and those awful Aarakocra aren't allowed at your table. You try to be a drow again, but your DM banned you from being a rogue, so it won't be as cool. Everything else is too furry or too mainstream for you to play, so you decided to make your own race with Blackjack. To go into more details, let's make our own race. Let's call this race George. To start, you increase an ability score by 2 and another ability score by 1. So if George is very charming and buff, you might want to put 2 in charisma and 1 into strength. The language you speak, read and write is common plus an additional language. This can be a language in the player's handbook or a language for your particular campaign. For example, if you're going for the Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, you might choose to speak Zemnian. You can also identify what specific type of creature you are. These types do not come with specific race rules, but certain spells and effects may not be effective against you. Like how healing spells don't work against constructs or undead. So if George's mother was a small pixie, then he would be humanoid and fey. You don't have to make entire races. This new lineage feature lets you change parts of your character. For example, if you were transformed into slime, you may want to change the type of creature to an ooze. You may want to swap out that strength and ability score to a dexterity, as slimes are much more harder to hit. However, your languages do stay the same and do not change. After all that, how about we look at the 3 origins this UA gives us? These are the Drampier, the Hexblood, and the Reborn. The Drampier hunger. They may live in undeath, but this hunger is what keeps them alive. This could be from a heritage of vampires, a parasite inside you, or you got attacked by a demon that they gave you their blood and to give you powers, and the hunger is suppressed by the fact that you love your brother so much. Yes, I did just watch Demon Slayer and I accidentally wrote this into the script, and quickly say, I love Demon Slayer so much. I love the series, I love the aesthetic, it's just beautiful. Anyway, yes, blood is not the only thing a Drampier can thirst for. They can drink so many things. They can drink the red from your pretty pink face. You can be a drowsy and eat dreams and... am I reading this right? Spinal fluid. Are you okay over there? Cause this is, yeah, just a little messed up. Drampiers can move 35 feet, have dark vision, spider climb, and a vampiric bite that you can take a snap at someone as you regain hit points or help with those ability checks. Drampiers count as humanoid and undead, but if you want to make a Nezuko, just swap the undead to fiend and... I'm addicted to this anime, aren't I? Let's avoid me rambling about anime by looking at the Hexblood origin. Wish magic is one of the most powerful magic, and Hexbloods are infused with it. Many curses are upon a Hexblood, like skin becoming a wild shade, having a crown that you cannot remove, or other wild effects that make even the Grimm brothers curious. A Hexblood could start off as a deal their parents made, a creation of the hags themselves, or a twisted deal that's been transformed against you. A Hexblood can also become a hag themselves through a ritual, yet this is something most try to avoid. Hexbloods are fey and humanoid, and with a speed of 30 feet and dark vision. You have fey resilience and magic that allows you to disguise yourself. Big trait of this origin is magic token. You could tear off a nail, pull out a tooth, or tug at a lock of earth and give it to another creature to send telepathic messages to them. If the token is 10 miles from you, you can see and hear through it for a minute, then it's destroyed without any harm. Though this is the last of our origins, the Reborn is not the end. No, after all, these are those who die, yet don't. They have scars from the past they do not recall, limbs they thought they had, and a pulse that has seemingly vanished. Reborns are not ready for this new life, as the memories of the past still haunt them like a deja vu that rushes in from time to time. Sometimes these beings just sit and try to remember what the past was. With this, you can roll on the table and try and remember something. Is the reborn a magical resurrection gone wrong? A Frankenstein's monster learning about his limbs, or are you a doll being given life? A reborn or humanoid, but either construct or undead depending on the decision of your creation. You have dark vision, advantage, disease, poison and saving throws, resistance to poison damage, and you don't need to eat, drink or breathe. You don't need to sleep either, but you do have to take a long rest where you sit for 4 hours, motionless. When you try and use a skill check, you can remember something from your past and add an extra d6 to the check. And that's all the edge I can handle for one day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a comment on what you guys want to see next, and leave a like and subscribe. Anyway, hope to see you guys next time. And boop!